In order to do this program, like this is the program, I'm going to explain how this is functioning. So I'll start with the first instruction. So move a comma 30h. So this is the first instruction. And see, I told you already in the previous class, when you want to load the memory, suppose you want to load the accumulator, there are many ways to load. And one of these is shown here. You can see here this move a comma 30. What this 30 is in a memory, you can see here in a memory, we have a memory and it will be something like this. Okay, it will be having number of locations like this. It's having number of locations like this. So this is 30, for example. This is 30, which is the address of this particular location. So this is the address of this location. Okay, now like this is the memory where the BCD number is stored. For example, in the previous example, if you see, what is the BCD number you have taken? 54. This 54 is stored here. So 54, see here, this is 54. It won't be stored as a 54 here. It will be written like, see, it is stored like 0, sorry. So like what it will be stored? It will be stored like 0 binary combinations, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0. So this is the number stored here in 30 address. Okay, in the memory, you can see at 30th location, the location with the address 30, the given number is stored, which is 54. Now, I want to take this given number. I want to load this number into accumulator. For that only, I'm using this instruction, move a comma 30h. Okay, so after execution of this particular instruction, this move a comma 30h, like what will be the content of accumulator? It will be the content of 30h location. Where is 30 location? In the memory, you see this is the address 30, and what is inside that? It is 54, right? So that 54 will be coming here. Okay, 54. I'll be writing this in binary number. Okay, so 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0. So this is the number available in accumulator because of this instruction. So what is this instruction? It is moving the number from it is moving the number from 30h. This 54 is moved into the accumulator. Okay, first instruction. Then what you are doing, you are moving this number again, whatever is available in the accumulator, that is moved to the R5 register. You know what is R5 register? Okay, so in R5 register, you are moving like to the R5 register, you are moving this content of the accumulator. In this instruction, what you are doing, you are moving this content to R5 register. R5 register by default, if you are not specifying, R5 register will be in register bank 0 that we have seen already. So R5 register will be having now this one 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0. Now you see this R5 register is used to store the given data, whatever the data you want to convert, right? That is stored here in R5 register. So what is the given data? You can see it is 54. 54 is the number which you want to convert. Now, I told you in the calculation when we are doing, I told you we want to separate this 5 and 4, right? 5 is separated. You can see here, 5 is separated and 4 is separated. Then we are multiplying with some numbers, right? So in order to separate that, I'm using some instruction, which is this AND logic. You know what is AND logic will do. So this is the instruction. And what you are doing here, you are doing that AND operation, okay, with the content of accumulator and this number, right? So content of accumulator is taken and that number is ANDed with this particular number, this F0. Now there is a meaning for this F0. When you are using this in number F0, when you are doing this AND operation, what it will do, you can see, you know what is AND operation, right? So AND operation, if you see, it will be 0, like it's 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0. So this is the number And now I am doing the AND operation with 0f. What is that 0f? 0 0 0 0. I can write like this, right? F means 1 1 1 1. Now I want to do the AND operation with this. Now you see, since all these bits are 0, this will be cancelled, means all will be getting 0 only here. And now here you see, since all these are ones, when you are doing AND operation with this, whatever the number you have here, that will be coming here. So 0 1 0 0. Now we can see this number is equivalent to 0 4, correct? So 0 4, you can see here this 5 4 is a number we have given for conversion. Now we have separated that number 4. 4 is separated here. This 4 is separated, right? Now same thing will be doing for 5 also. That part will come to later, okay? Now what I want to do, I want to what? So any mistake I've done, sorry. You're not here, you're not using 0f. This is for 0f. Okay, you're not doing this 0f operation here. Instead, you're doing f0. You're doing the AND operation with f0. So when you're doing f0, you can see here 0 1 0 1 0 1 0 0 is there. Now when you are multiplying, means ANDing and of doing AND operation with f0, this is f and 0. I'm not writing in binary. Try to understand. You'll be getting 0 1 0 1 here. 0 1 0 1, right? 0 1 0 1, and all these are zeros. Now you see this is 5, this is 0. Try to understand. Okay, so this 5 0 will be the number which you will get after this one. Okay, so when you are doing AND operation, we'll be getting 5 here, means 0 1 0 0 0 0 0 0 will come. Where it will be loaded? It will be loaded in the accumulator. That also you should remember, right? It will be loaded in the accumulator. You can see here. Okay. Okay, the number will be loaded here only. The number is 0 1 0 1 0 0 0 0. That will be loaded here in accumulator. Try to understand. This accumulator will hold this value. You know, the arithmetic and logical operation will be performed and the result will be stored in the accumulator, right? We have seen this. And now you see the next instruction. What is the next instruction? It is swap. Swap A. What is swap A means? It will swap the contents of accumulator, means the nibbles, lower nibbles and higher nibble, no, lower nibble and higher nibble are exchanged. So when you are doing it, 0 0 0 0 means this will come here and this number will come here. Since it is swap instruction, 0 1 0 1 will come. So now we see what this instruction is doing. Okay, 5 0 is changed to what? 0 5. 5 0 is changed to 0 5. That swapping operation is done here. Why you want to change this 5 0 to 0 5? Because you see in the manual calculation, we have separately did the multiplication part. We have taken 4 separately and we have multiplied with 1. And we have taken 5 separately. We have separated 5. It is not 50 actually, it's 5. We are taking 5 only and we are multiplying that with the decimal number 10. Equivalent is 1010, means 0A. Okay. So in order to do that one, we need to separate this 5 from 54. So that is why we've done it. Now see, we are getting 0 5. So this is 5. Okay. Now whatever is there in this accumulator now is moved to register R1. We are taking one more register called R1. R1 is taken, means in this register we are storing the result which is in accumulator now. What is in accumulator? This is the higher byte of the given number. What is the given number? 5 4, right? So 5 4. What we have done for so far. This 5 4 number, the BCD number, is separated into 5, and this 5, which is the higher byte in this BCD number, right? This is stored in the register now. Register R1. Okay. So this is 0 0 0 0 0 1 0 1. This is the higher byte. Let me write with some different color. This is higher byte in the given number. Right? Higher byte in the given number. In the given number, we are separating higher byte and lower byte. Okay, 5 and 4 we are separating, and this is where it is. 1 minute. Unable to trace. Yeah, this is the higher byte, which is 5, equivalent to 5. Okay, so this is 0, 5. Now what you are doing, the next line you can see in this instruction. If you see this instruction, what you're doing, you are taking the given number R5. See, R5 is having the number which you want to convert. This is the input number which you are giving, which you are loading in this location. In this location, you are loading some number, right? 54. So that number is again, this R5 is used for temporary purpose. Okay, so we are storing the number, given number here. Why you are storing it here? If you are storing it in accumulator, whenever you are doing any other process, accumulator data will be lower, discarded, means it will be overwritten. That is why we are storing the given number in some location, which is R5. R5 is used for storing the given number. And using the given number, you're taking the given number from R5 every time, and we are converting that into higher order byte and lower order byte. Higher order byte we have done now. We are going to we need to separate the lower order byte. What is lower order byte? You can see here. There it is. 1 minute. Yeah, here. So lower order byte is what? This 4. We want to separate it. For separating, what we should do? This one. You see here. So you see here, this one. Move A, R5, right? So here you'll be getting again this R5 number. This number is moved from here to here. What will be the number? 0101 0100, which is the given number 54, 50 BCD. Now what you're doing, you're multiplying. You are doing AND operation with 0F. Previously you have done with what? F0. When you are doing AND operation with F0, what you are getting? You are getting the higher byte. When you are doing the AND operation with 0F, you are getting, you will be separating the high, like when you are doing with F0, you are getting the higher byte. When you are doing the AND operation with 0F, you will be getting the lower byte. And that is what is done here. You can see here, this one. This is done here. When you are doing with the 0F, this is the number we got. We have separated 04. And this number will be loaded. You can see the next number, next location, next instruction. See, when you're doing this AND operation, what you will get? This 0 already it is done here. You can see here. This number, this is done here. It will be stored here. What will be stored? 0000 0100. So this is the number will be stored. Okay, after AND operation, and this will be loaded in the accumulator. Okay. Now the number in accumulator, the result in accumulator is moved to R2 register. What is content of R1? R1 is having the higher byte. You can see here R1 is used for the higher byte storage, and we are taking one more register called R2, and this R2 is used to store the lower byte. Okay, so what is the lower byte here? This one, 0100. Okay, so that will be stored here, 0000 0100. Okay, so that is done. Now again, we are loading number from R1. What is in R1? Higher byte. See what till this step, what we have done? 1 minute. Till this step, what we have done? We have separate the lower byte and higher byte. We have separated 54 into 5 and 4. Okay, 54 is separated into 5 and 4. 5 is stored in where? Higher byte. 4 is stored, like 5 is stored in register R1 here, and 4 is stored in register R2. You can see here. This is the lower byte. This is the higher byte. Okay. Now what we should do? Go to the manual calculation part. Now now we have done only this. 5 and 4 are separated. Now we want to simply multiply this 5 with the 10 decimal and 1 like this 4 into with 1 decimal. And see, this one multiplying with 1 decimal is 1 decimal or with 1 hexadecimal number is not needed, because whatever you're multiplying, the same number will be coming. 1 into anything will be the number which you are multiplying, right? So I don't think this is needed. So that is why we don't want to do this one, but this we should do. What is this? What is this operation? This is the multiplication of the higher byte number, which is 5. Okay, 5, the higher byte, which is the 5, and that is multiplied with the 10, decimal number 10. And we are not doing like the controller will not do the addition, subtraction, multiplication, division in decimal format. It will be doing hexadecimal or binary format, right? So that is why this 10 is converted like this 1010. Okay, so now what you want to do? You want to multiply this 10101 with this 1010. Okay, so that is done now. See here. So for that, what you should do? You should take the number in accumulator. You need to have one number. See, suppose you want to multiply two numbers, you know, right? Suppose you want to multiply two numbers, one number, you know, this operation MUL AB, right? So A should have one number, B should have one number. When you are multiplying, A will get the result part and B will be having the carry part. It will be like the result will be stored here in A. If you have a carry, B will be stored. B will store the carry part. If carry is not there, then B will be equal to 0. It won't store it. It will be storing 0 value. So this is the multiplication part. When you want to do this multiplication, see this 5, you want to multiply with this 10, 1010. In order to do that, okay, you want to store one number in accumulator and one number in B register. This is most important. That is why you are moving. See here, what is see you are storing one number in accumulator. See one number in accumulator. What number you are storing in accumulator? The number available in R1. What is in R1? Higher order byte, which is 5. Okay, so that is stored here. Okay, this is storing the higher order byte, which is this now 1 minute. I'll change the pen color. Sorry, I done some mistake. Yes. Okay. Now you see. Yes. Now you see this R1. The content available in R1 you can see here, which is higher order byte. This number. This number. This is loaded into accumulator. Accumulator will have now 00000101. Okay. Now this 5 must be multiplied. If you see the manual calculation, 5 is multiplied with what? 10. This is multiplied. 5 is multiplied with 10, which is 1010. So that is why you are loading that number 10 in decimal. But since you see here, this is loaded with 0A. Why? The hexadecimal equivalent of decimal number 10 is 0A. So you are loading this number 10 or 0A hexadecimal number in B, because you want to multiply 5 into 10, right? That is why 5 is loaded here, 10 is loaded here. So A will have 5, B will have 10. So those two are multiplied here. Okay, that is what you have done in the calculation also. You can see here 5 and 10 are multiplied. Okay, that answer multiplication is given here. You can see this is the multiplication part, and that value is added with that 4. This is 4 equivalent, right? The ones digit. So these two are added. So same thing is done here. You can see here, add A comma R2. Like before that, we have the multiplication part. This is done now. I explained you. When you are multiplying, what value you will be getting? When you're multiplying this 10 into 05 means 0101. You're getting this number, right? 0011 0011 0010. You can see here 0011 and then 0010 0010. This is the number you are getting. Okay, and it will be loaded. This will be loaded in accumulator. If we take the B register, there will be something called B register here. See here we have one register we are storing, right? So take one more column here. So this is having the B register. This is the B register, and B register will be loaded with 0A number. You write it in 8-bit format, okay, in binary format. Anyway, B is having 0A. B is the register available. Register we have taken for storing this 10 number. Okay. Then after multiplication, what you want to do? You want to add the lower bit and higher. Means this multiplication result, which is the higher byte converted into 50, means in tens digit, and then you're adding this with the R2. What is the R2 content? R2 is having the ones digits, right, content. So that will be 4. So that and this will be added. When you are adding it, you'll be getting what? You'll be getting 3 6 0 0 1 1. You're getting, and then 0 1 1 0. You're getting. So 3 and 6. So this is 3 and this is 6, right? So that will be again stored in the accumulator only. Okay. And then what you are doing, you are moving that accumulator's number, whatever the result means the conversion of BCD number 54 into hexadecimal number is now, the result is now in the accumulator part. Okay. So it is there in the accumulator part, you can see here. Okay. Now, one minute. So here, yes. Now we can see so this accumulator content will be transferred to register number, means the memory location with the address 31. So this number will be transferred to the location 31. So this will be location 31. So what will be the content there? 0 0 1 1 1 1 and then 0 1 1 0. Okay. So now if you see, this is what? 3 6. Okay. So if you see, the final output will be 3 6. So we have converted now from 54 BCD to 36, right? 36 hexadecimal number. So this is the this is how we are writing the program, and I explained you what each and every step what each instruction is doing. And see the final instruction. Final instruction, if you see, it will be what? Sorry, 1 minute. Yeah. So this final instruction is this jump. Okay. This final instruction is this jump JMP space this dollar sign. It tells this is telling the controller that the program ends here. Okay, it is terminating the program. So with this, this program is completed, and the next part you need to simulate this in XR in the next you need to simulate this in the simulator. Okay, simulate it and show the output.